This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, the National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning until Sunday night. Ferdinand Town Council met this week. And the Jasper City Council looks at a proposed mobile food vendor ordinance. In sports, Nick Hodel sits in for Kurt Guxell. And on WJTS Informed tonight, we go back to the DuBois County 4-H Fair as we talk with 4-H Council board members Sandy and Ashton Nycom. All this and more coming up next on the 18 WJTS News. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. If you have to be outside, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and taking breaks in a place with AC. We are under an excessive heat warning starting now through 8 p.m. Sunday. The National Weather Service only issues an excessive heat warning when the heat index is expected to be 105 or greater for more than 2 hours. This warning means that people can be seriously affected by the heat if precautions are not taken. It also will alert local hospitals and officials to take certain actions to prepare and respond to an increase in emergency calls and check on the elderly and homebound. So if you have to be outside, stay hydrated and take lots of breaks with a place with air conditioning. A few changes could be in store for the Ferdinand community. The Ferdinand Town Council met Tuesday night for their monthly meeting and talked about some changes that will have an impact on the community. One main item widely discussed was changes made to the town's vacation holiday policy. President of the Town Council, Ken Seacard, gives us a better look.
We've increased it substantially. We've also added 3 more holidays, paid holidays in there. We have removed a personal day, but we've given a lot of other things in there, so we feel pretty good about that.
Seacard says it took a while to make this decision. At the past few meetings, the president says council members went back and forth trying to figure out how to best balance the policy. There was also talk about a new business coming to Ferdinand. Keith Fritz, the son of a carpenter raised in Siberia, Indiana, recently purchased the building at 1245 Main Street. Fritz hopes to restore the building to its natural facade and use it for his furniture company. But he will need some help from the town for the restoring process. Seacard explains how the council can help.
He's looking at, making it part of his woodworking factory. If he gets started, he can come back and ask us for a tax abatement, and there's a process he has to go through. There's a fee he has to pay. Otherwise, there with that type of thing, he can get a tax abatement that'll just slow his taxes down a little bit for a number of years as he gets his feet started. If there's some residential in there, there's a possibility we give maybe up to a 4-year tax abatement for some things there. Just depends on what he's going to put into it. He'll have to work with our zoning administrator and may have to look at some zoning changes and things in line. So he'll be pretty busy. And of course, he'll be looking for, hey, how do I pay for this building and make things go?
Parks and Recreation Department also updated the Ferdinand Town Council on the Old Town Lake project and reiterated that the lake is closed to the public until further notice. You can find more information about that on our website, WJTS.tv. Towards the end of the meeting, the council announced a new electric rate study.
We haven't had a rate increase in over 12 years. We've been doing okay, but we're redoing our complete infrastructure, taking some of our money. We just want to make sure we have money when the time comes.
WJTS will keep you updated if anything changes. The next scheduled meeting of the Ferdinand Town Council is Tuesday, August 20th at 7:30 p.m. The Jasper City Council reviewed an early draft for a proposed mobile food vendor ordinance Wednesday night. Widely seen as a popular attraction for consumers 18 to 34 years of age, food trucks have been a growing trend across the United States. The drive behind the trend is food tourism, the desire to try new and exciting foods as well. In 2017, it was reported the food truck industry made $2.7 billion in revenue, a significant growth from the $650 million in 2014. Jasper has seen a few entrepreneurs take a chance on the business venture, like Tequila El Año, which in 2017 upgraded to a brick and mortar restaurant on the north side of Jasper. Despite the popularity, growth in the industry is projected to slow from 7.9% a year to 0.4% by 2020. This is mostly due to cost and risk. Upfront, to start your own food truck can cost on the low end of $50,000 to $60,000, with the possibility of making 4 times that in revenue with the right location and customer base. In bigger cities, one can have a bigger customer base, but due to the temporary nature of the permits and the changing regulations come risks. For the city of Jasper, food trucks are currently allowed with approval, but there currently is no definition on what constitutes a mobile food vendor and what is required of them. The rough draft presented to the council sets guides on procedure and what is expected from the vendors. To apply for a mobile food vendor permit, there are 3 steps that must be taken. First, approval from the Dubois County Health Department, and you must get a transient merchant license. The 3rd step applies in the event if the applicant wishes to operate at a location that is not pre-approved. In that case, a letter of approval is required from the private property owner or from the city in regards to public property. The application for the permit lists 4 locations that are pre-approved by the city: the Dave Beeler Plaza, the Downtown Square, 7th and 9th Street boundaries of Jackson Street, and Schrader Soccer Complex. The permit fees start at $25 for 1 week and goes up to $240 for 1 year. Exemptions do exist in the ordinance, clarifying this will not affect ice cream trucks, caterers, food delivery drivers, child-operated lemonade stands, and bake sales. Public comment is welcome, which can be directed towards Jasper City Hall. The ordinance is set to be brought up again at the August City Council meeting. 2 southern Indiana groups are appealing an air permit that state regulators recently approved for a planned $2.5 billion coal to diesel plant. The environmental law firm Earth Justice prepared the appeal on behalf of southwestern Indiana Citizens for Quality of Life and Valley Watch. The groups say they're concerned about potentially dangerous air pollution being released by Riverview Energy's planned project in Dale. Reports say that the appeal asks Indiana's Office of Environmental Adjudication to vacate the permit, which the Indiana Department of Environmental Management approved on June 11th. The plant would convert coal to diesel fuel and naphtha. It's expected to release about 2.2 million tons of carbon dioxide, 225 tons of carbon monoxide, and 120 tons of sulfur dioxide annually. An Orange County man was arrested Monday on an active warrant. Charging documents allege 51-year-old Timmy Lagenauer of French Lick threatened to commit a forcible felony when speaking to a man on the phone. After investigating the incident, Indiana State Police issued a warrant on July 5th in Dubois Circuit Court. Lagenauer was booked into the Dubois County Security Center Monday evening and charged with a level 6 felony count of intimidation and a misdemeanor count of harassment. Old National Bank has launched a corporate-wide annual Tools for Schools campaign, a community-wide collection drive of school supplies for disadvantaged youth in grades K through 12. This campaign helps ensure that none of the children in our local communities will go without the basic needs during the upcoming school year. The campaign will run from now through August 10th, and donations can be made in any of the Old National's banking centers during normal business hours. In addition, Old National has implemented the use of a wish list via Amazon.com, where the community can purchase donations and ship directly to the Old National collection site. Some suggested items of donation include backpacks for all ages, calculators, regular, solar-powered, scientific, combination locks, binders and folders, protractors, rulers, compasses, glue and scissors, 3 subject and 5 subject notebooks, loose leaf paper. As well, Old National volunteers will collect all donated items and work with area programs for distribution. For more information or to donate virtually, please visit oldnational.com/toolsforschools. Sergeant Robbie Lambert has been promoted to Jasper District Squad Leader for the Indiana State Police. Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter has promoted Sergeant Robbie Lambert to Jasper District Squad Leader on Wednesday. Lambert is a Paoli native and a 1999 graduate of Paoli High School. After graduating high school, Lambert attended Vincennes University for 2 years, where he received an associate's degree in conservation law enforcement. Lambert then transferred to the Indiana State University, where he obtained his Bachelor of Science degree in criminology. Lambert began his career with the Indiana State Police in October of 2005 after being selected to attend the 65th ISP Recruit Academy. After training, Lambert was assigned to the Toll Road Post, where he patrolled Gary, Indiana. In 2007, Lambert transferred to the Jasper Post and was assigned to Orange County. During his career, Lambert has served as a tactical intervention platoon riot team, assistant team leader, Jasper District Criminal Interdiction Unit, Jasper District All Crimes Policing Unit, Marijuana Eradication Coordinator, Field Training Officer, Public Information Officer, and a Canine Operator. Lambert has also received the department's Life Recognition Award in 2009 and 12 for his efforts in apprehending impaired drivers. Lambert's new job responsibilities would include supervising troopers assigned to Orange and Crawford County, in addition to the district's 2 canine teams. Robbie resides in Orange County with his family. Indiana's Attorney General has reversed himself and decided against appealing a federal judge's decision to block a state law that would ban a second trimester abortion procedure. A judge granted a preliminary injunction last month sought by doctors who perform dilation and evacuation abortions. Republican Attorney General Curtis Hill said that after that ruling that he would try to have the injunction lifted, but he announced Wednesday his office would concentrate on arguing that the law is constitutional. That decision means the law can't be enforced while court proceedings continue. The law passed this spring by Indiana's Republican-dominated legislature calls for the abortion procedure dismemberment abortion is what they call it. The U.S. Supreme Court declined last month to revive a similar Alabama law. Hill's office says 5 other states have ongoing court cases over such procedures. Stay tuned. Weather and sports still to come on 18 WJTS News.